Welcome back, I'm Andrew, and in this video I'm going to show you how I started the Syntropic Gardens and have a look at how it's progressed over the last 3 to 4 years. When I purchased the property, there weren't many trees on site, apart from a few token fruit trees and ornamental shrubs. The property had a nice gentle slope, which is perfect for setting up a syntropic system. I started at the top of the property and worked my way down the slope, installing bed after bed as I had the time and resources. When I bought the property, the area had just gone through a really severe drought. So I decided to install a mini swale system for the beds to maximise water capture for the future. I measured the beds out with some string and rope to give me some shape for the beds. I wanted to work with the contour of the property versus having straight lines. I dug a small trench about 20 to 25 centimetres deep on the top end and the bottom end of each beds. I used the fill from this and put this back onto the bed. I then smoothed out the bed to get rid of any large rocks which I would use later on other projects. I then topped up the beds with some compost and manure which I got from a nearby neighbour. After I topped up the beds, I then mulched them with what I had on hand. I used cardboard and newspaper and some butcher's paper which I had from moving to keep the weeds down. Then I finished my mulching with some hay mulch from my friend's property. This is great for keeping the weeds down, helping build soil and keeping the moisture in the beds. I give the beds when I initially mulch a sprinkle of water just to help soak in and begin the process of in situ composting. I work on a strategy of planting trees and shrubs at around 2 metres or 6 feet apart. I use a successional planting strategy which allows for tighter spacing. I do have a couple of helpers who randomly show up on the property from time to time. However, they do have a tendency to have a nap and fall asleep on the job. It's amazing how quickly plants can take off with the right conditions. Most of the native species have grown at least twice the rate as non-native species. As we're in a subtropical climate, bananas have been an integral part of the syntropic lines. As well as being super productive, bananas provide a number of other benefits in a syntropic system. They offer shade to more vulnerable species while they get going, and the leaves make for a great mulch.